which is Saltburn. I was specifically advised to not watch this on the plane, and then I watched it, and then I realized that that was great advice because I would not should not have watched that on the plane. But what were your thoughts on Saltburn, Elardo?
I mean, you want to go first because it's kind of fresh for you. I watched it last year.
Okay, yeah. So it's cool. It's a good movie because like I went in and they kind of set you up to think like this is a normal character and weird shit is gonna happen to him, but that's not really how it goes. Which is great for me. Like there was like there's a math kid in the beginning that really sets it up where like I maybe you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I was like, wait, I think the math kid is just there to make him seem more normal by comparison. Like I could be wrong about that, but that was my impression at the end of that.
I also knew more about the movie though going in. I think I also that actor, that main guy. I shoot, my internet is so bad. Okay, I've seen that dude's movies before, and he's usually the weirdo in his movies. So I expected him to be a weirdo in this movie, to be honest.
That's true. He was the Joker, right?
Yeah.
The most recent Joker.
Mm-hmm.
That's. I think that's the only thing I know him from.
Eternals, but he's not really weird.
Oh
in
yeah,
that.
Eternals. I forgot. But yeah, he's not weird in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I thought he was just like the type of dude that might do a weird movie. Like I knew it was gonna be weird, but I didn't know he was gonna be weird.
Mm.
Yeah. But overall, like super interesting. Had me the whole way. Sometimes really disgusting though. So
Yeah.
and it's kind of like
See, that's the thing. Like, I don't honestly remember anything but those like weird scenes, and I think that's probably a knock on the movie, right? Because if I can't remember anything else, then it's like,
yeah, that's true.
I don't know. That's the thing too. I feel like I just seen it before. It does feel original, but I also feel like I've seen this before. Like this person is like ruining this family and is trying to take over. Well, I kind of just spoiled it, but
Well, the movie that I thought of was like kind of like Parasite a little bit.
yeah, a little bit.
But it was kind of different. I mean, it was different enough for me anyway. But
I think
yeah. Go ahead.
this is a movie that like people either like really love or really hate, and not even like the Bo's Afraid sense. Like Bo's Afraid is different because that's just like either you think that's a masterpiece or you think that's like what the like. Like, but this movie is different in the sense like people either like think it's like I don't know, it's like they think it's not pretentious. No, yeah, I think that's the right word. Pretentious. They either think it's like trying too hard, or they think it's like that it is hitting those marks. But I don't think it was trying to be like, like an Oscar worthy or like trying to be prestigious either. I think it's just trying to be a movie that's like trying to. It's like a thriller, like like straight up, like
Yeah.
yeah. I think
It
that's where
was a
some people
thriller.
are like getting it wrong.
Yeah.
It's not trying to have like
Yeah, that's
any
true,
deeper
'cause-
meaning or like a commentary on like social class. I don't think it's trying to do that at all, honestly. Even though it's like a lot of it is like, oh, they're rich people and yeah. But I don't think
Yeah, no, I didn't get that sense either. But I think it was really cool. Or yeah, it's a good thriller in that like it had me not really knowing where we were going next until pretty much like the very climax of the movie. Like the whole time I was trying to guess like okay, what is he trying to do here? And I didn't really it didn't really come together until the end for me, or until late enough in the movie where I was
Yeah.
like already interested, So, yeah, it had me on the edge of my
I
seat
think-
almost the whole way.
I thought it was interesting in the way that it's like because no, yeah, they've been making like a lot of F rich people movies now, like like Parasite. That wasn't really F rich people. That was more of like a nah, it kind of was. Triangle of Sadness is another one though, and then the Knives Out movies are also like F rich people. Oh, The Menu's another one. So I thought this was a good like different version of that where it's like an exaggerated version, like the worst person that'll be like F rich people is that guy. Is like he's like the most exaggerated, heightened, like hyperbole version of that. So I thought that was interesting in that sense, but I don't know, it didn't really affect me, even though those scenes were like crazy and weird and gross. I don't know. Cuz it's just like
Yeah, there's
his character would do that, but okay.
There's some weird shit
I
in
did like
there,
the ending
man.
though.
Like,
That ending scene was really cool.
oh yeah, I liked it a lot too. But man, that grave scene, like, what are we doing here? You know, like,
Yeah.
I,
Yeah, I told
I
you that was
didn't
improvised.
enjoy
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it was improvised too. I was like, what? You had the idea, like nobody. It's one thing for somebody
What
else
was
to be
his?
like, okay, this is what you need to do on the grave. Then he kind of volunteered.
I just feel like he needs to do it right now. It's like that's who he is. He would do that. What kind of
You know,
tone
like,
would you use to approach that? Like how you like not sound too creepy or like. I mean, well, okay, yeah, it's different because directors and actors are like built different because they're supposed to like
yeah,
think that
yeah.
way. But yeah, it's just
It
funny to
had to
think
be
about.
like how you originally texted it to me, like, oh, I want to try something different this take or something.
It doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Just keep the cameras going.
Because like, how do you like say this is what I'm gonna do? Like, there's no way.
If that's how it happened, and like he pulled out his pants, and they're just like, "Whoa, wait."
There's that, and the bathwater scene was
Yeah, that's the one everybody's
and
talking
it
about.
lasted like it felt like forever that I was watching that too. That particular part. It's like he's slurping for like 20, 30 seconds, it feels like.
It's kind of funny how I always say that, like, "Oh, this is why we watch movies to see like stuff that you wouldn't want to see." But like, I don't really say that for this movie because it's just like
It's
okay,
disgusting.
all right. I mean, it's fine because again, it makes sense for his character, but
Yeah, it was just kind of disgusting. But okay.
that's
Well,
the thing too.
It does. Oh, go
Was
ahead.
that like, you know how it kind of did like a reveal at the end? Like
Yeah.
it did a Puss in Boots reveal with like Humpty Dumpty. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Of course I remember that. What do you mean?
was
Anyway,
was that
go.
like? I don't know why they even did that because it's like I didn't. For me personally, I didn't think he. It didn't tell me anything new. You know, I was like, oh yeah, okay, he did all this. Like,
That's true. Yeah, like
know
he
what I
was
mean?
narrating from the beginning and stuff. It didn't have to be that way. It wasn't no Puss in Boots, you know.
but
But
then again, when you think about like how what I just said, where it's like it's not trying to be this like like flashy blah blah, it's just trying to be this like straightforward.
yeah,
Like this guy takes over, then it kind of makes sense. But
yeah,
kind of from the
that's
beginning,
true.
I knew I was like, oh well, never mind. He says it, so he kind of says it where he says like, "Oh, you guys just think it's our a coincidence coincidences happen or something." He says something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say like when he first did that thing with the bike, I was like, "Come on!" Like I already knew I was like that wasn't you did that shit on purpose.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would watch that movie again, but it was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What would you give it out of 5?
The solid 3.
Yeah, I'm at a 3 too. I'm just gonna go through. I don't remember what I gave it on Letterboxd. I feel like I went 3.5 maybe actually, because I did enjoy like the story of it and the weirdness, the general weirdness of what's gonna happen. Because like I thought the house was something messed up was gonna happen to him in the house or something, which is like not how that went. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of enjoyed it. It's just, man, there's just certain scenes.
Oh, now
where I
that you
didn't
bring it up, I
wanna
think that's
see.
why it was like, because I was trying to remember too, like why did it not like affect me as much? But I remember now. It's because it wasn't trying to paint the rich people as victims, but in a sense, I still feel like it wanted you to feel bad for them, and I didn't feel bad for them at all.
Hmm.
Like, because it's still fucked up what happened to them, but
Right.
I was just kind of like, eh. Like, I mean, you know,
Yeah. I mean, I felt
Sucks that happened,
kind of
but-
bad. Yeah.
because
I
they
felt
oh no,
kinda
okay, I
bad.
remember now. They really were trying to like rub it in, well, like the morning after when they're like having breakfast, and
Yeah.
I was like during that scene I was just like, okay, yeah, like I don't feel that bad, like, but then the movie was like, look how sad they are, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess they are, but I still don't really care that much.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was though.
I
Yeah,
just-
I remember now.
Yeah. That makes sense. I just feel like I got where like I was anticipating
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The twist really got me, you know, because like there's the random lady in the beginning that's like randomly leaves or disappears, and it's like, oh,
Hmm.
they did something to her. Like that's what you assume. And then there's the math kid, and there's other stuff that happens. It's like, this family's a little quirky, you know. Um, but then it's yeah, I kind of just spoiled it. But or no,
I mean,
anyway, watch it for yourself.
I'm sure if
I'll
you
go three
watch
and a
it,
half
you
though.
like. I'm sure if they listen to us and still watch it, they'd still be quite shocked as to what they're going to see.